Welcome back to our channel. We're happy you're here. Today I'm going to go over my recipe for my Egyptian inspired orzo that tastes delicious and amazing. Paired it with my baked barbecue cauliflower and carrot and some Brussels sprouts, and as well as some steamed steamed broccoli. But today we're just going to focus on the orzo. If you like the recipe for the vegetables, let me know in the link below by commenting. Get into it. We're going to start. We're using the orzo pasta. You could get any pasta of your choice. Follow the instruction on the packet on how to prepare that. So that's exactly what I'm doing here, but I did go ahead and add a clove of garlic in my water, as well as some mushroom, just to give it some added flavor. And I put a little bit of sea salt and some vegetable bouillon. I like to flavor it so it has added flavor in the end. I'm just steaming some broccoli here. That's gonna go on the side. So here are the ingredients for my orzo. My spinach, basil, oregano, Italian seasoning, extra virgin olive oil, some tomato, definitely the garlic, and I put a scallion or green onion. And the feature where we get our protein is the organic chickpeas. You can boil it from scratch, buy the can, whatever works for you. I'm using the frozen one from Whole Foods. Heat your pan and put some olive oil in it, or oil of your choice. You can also skip the oil if you choose and put the oil in the end, which I sometimes do. Go ahead and add the onions, the chopped onions, to the pot and let it saute a little bit. Then we're gonna go in with our garlic in a few seconds, and then just saute that for a little bit, maybe a minute. Then put in our scallion, our green onions, tomato, fresh chili peppers or crushed red peppers. That will give it some extra flavor. And now we add our Italian seasoning. We're just going to season this oil a little bit, the basil, and you could measure this and put like a teaspoon of each if that works for you. I don't measure. Here we add our oregano. I love lots of oregano, especially with tomato and olive oil. And just stir that a little bit, mix it around 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to get ready to put our chickpea in. This is frozen as well, so it's going to go ahead, and from the water from the frozen chickpea is going to help to make this a little saucy. So we're going to go ahead and incorporate it there. I added maybe a quarter teaspoon of the sea salt. I found later on I wanted to add a little bit more, so it ended up being a full teaspoon of sea salt in here. So go ahead and just mix that in, incorporate it, and added the Old Bay seasoning for flavor. You can use Larry's, you could use whatever flavor seasoning you like, but I find that Old Bay is just one of the best seasoning to use on almost everything and anything. It gives it a great flavor. So just keep mixing that in. This is around 5 minutes. I went ahead and I added some artichokes in here. If you don't like artichokes, you don't have to, but I love artichokes and so does my kids, so added in here. That all together, let all the season flavor incorporate and get into this. Chickpea will take a little time for everything to work, so go ahead and cover it and let it go for another 2 to 3 minutes. Once you check on it, this is all on medium heat, then you can taste it to see if you need to adjust it. If you do, add your flavor to it. I didn't need to adjust it anymore. I went ahead and I'm gonna add my spinach in it. This is the organic triple wash spinach. So I go ahead and I'm gonna cover this for a little bit longer and let it all. We're gonna get ready to put in our orzo. It should be cooked by now if you follow the instruction. Sometimes you can drain the water off. I don't drain the water, let it sit. Just pour the entire orzo packet that I boiled on top of this mixture. Now we're gonna mix this all together and then add some olive oil on it to just get this all together. At this point, you turn the stove off or turn it down to warm. I actually went ahead and turned it down low to around 3 on my stove, but within a minute I turned it all off because I didn't want it to get dried out, since I didn't have the extra water left over from the pasta. If you do, you could always add that in here. I'm going to go in with some olive oil on top and just really mix this all together. Delicious and fulfilling meal. If you love rice, this is a great alternative. Even though it's pasta, just has this really amazing taste and flavor. And there's so many other ways you can have it. This is how my baked barbecue cauliflower and vegetables came out. I'm gonna plate this now so you can see how the whole thing looks together. It was very delicious, very flavorful. Everything complemented each other. Just really a nice combination of dinner and very filling. And my family loves it most of all. So guys, very easy. It didn't take me more than 10 minutes to get this going with 5 minutes of prep and 10 minutes of preparing. Very healthy, very delicious. You can have this all by itself, but we wanted some vegetables on it, and plus I love to plate my dishes so everyone will feel like they have more there at a restaurant at my home. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know if you have any questions. Leave a like below and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Have a great one.